Hey up, Titus Pétange fans. Took a while for the programme to realise that it was recording. It is the end of the 2059-60 season. We haven't got to the Champions League final. Even worse, Liverpool have won their 16th Champions League. It's not come up just yet, with a double from Romelu. Martin Woodfine scoring for Chelsea, so twice the amount of pain for Chelsea, who have found themselves in the Champions League final and lost on both occasions. Let's have a look at the transfers that have happened since the last time we spoke. So we got knocked out with Liverpool in the semi-final. We had, a strong performance in both legs, but we simply couldn't find the back of the net, which, I mean, if you look at the other scorelines, has not been a problem all the way up to that situation. Savo Saran got injured just very, very conveniently at that same time. It was just one of them seasons that was not meant to be. And sometimes it is like that on Football Manager. You do get FM'd even at this stage. So hopefully, now that we've had that selling season, it was a big selling season, hopefully we can put our head down for a couple of years and create a squad that will be very, very good, very, very competitive in the Champions League. No doubt, because of the lack of transfer activity outwards in the club this summer, I don't think we'll be selling a lot of players. We will be stronger by this time next season. Hopefully, we've just lifted a Champions League. Anyway, we got the end of season stats because our season finished so early. 609,289 shirts sold. I think that's dipped a little bit, and we've had to do some planned facility work, youth academy wise, 2.66 million to make sure that everything is still state of the art. Last time we were doing an episode, I think it was the second game against Rosenborg. That was a 4-0 victory at home on the 5th of November. So from the 5th of November, we have had, a good amount of players, actually. We might have not seen Jose de Jesus Duenas, who has come in as an attacking midfielder. I don't think I've actually changed his positional training yet, which definitely should be happening. Maybe on the right-hand side. He's got decent crossing, winger attack. I realise that I've got the window open. That could be a nightmare for the recording, for the webcam. Hopefully it's not. More incentive to get this done as quick as possible. How about this? We have got an Indian player coming in from one of the Spanish academies. It might actually be Sevilla. Sevilla wanted him back. Naresh Ashik. How about that? Just an amazing story. He looks like a decent enough player. 17 years old. Then we have Gonzalo Fernandez, who has this wicked wheel about him. He's been making waves in the under-18s for Titus Pétange this season, and we've won the UEFA Youth League. So don't worry, our future is very much set up. Valdemar Rangel comes in, and he is a left midfielder, trying to make him into a left winger, more so a left winger. 6.5 million from Benfica. Gonzalo Fernandez was 500,000. Ashik was 500,000. Duenas 6.75. Really, really small signings for the most part. Really solid player. Helio Messias, just Portuguese strikers really coming in good this year. A 16-year-old with bags of pace, and he's really increased already. Man's 16 years old. Looks very, very, very good. Eyes on him, because he could absolutely make it. Ander Gurujaga. Oh, it's another Gurujaga. He is a 5-star potential centre-back, 6 foot. He's tall enough. I think he's going to be good enough. Good signing there. 7.5 million from Real Sociedad. Messias was £900,000 from Benfica. strange that they wanted so much more for Rangel, to be honest. Miguel Sanz, a bit more expensive. This one coming out of Real Madrid. Left back at the moment. Could actually play all the way across that back line, but you definitely want him as the left-sided player. £6.5 million. Nelson Toga is a incredibly aerial presence at the back, 18 years old, and quite expensive from the Real Madrid. Castillo at £26 million. He's only got a potential of 4 stars. So, yes, not the best use of money, to be honest. A better use looks like Damian Bialash, 16-year-old midfielder. Looks like a very square attribute analysis wheel. Could be an Ugarelli type. I don't know. We'll have to see. But he's developing nicely. His jumping reach has just shot up recently. Looking good. Quite a significant amount of money. But if he turns into a 5-star player, we'd get serious profit for him. Enzo Medina. Nice. He's currently on loan at Swift Hesperange, and that loan is doing the world of good for him. That's fantastic to see. Another Uruguayan sensation. Uruguay has just been an amazing hub for talent from me. So Bilash was 31.5. We got Medina at 4.8 million. And then this guy, I can't even really say the name of, Marco Huilcan. Huilcan. Started whistling then. He's got a potential of 4.5 stars. I just thought it was a reasonable amount of money for someone of that potential coming from Barcelona as well. There is a bit of a safety net there. He's coming from a good academy, so he might be all right. Amadou Dordio is an interesting one because I wouldn't really put this wheel as a winger, but looking at his numbers, yes, he definitely is more of a winger type. It's just that immediately would tell me, well, maybe a wing back, maybe a central midfielder. Well, we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I mean, like, in terms of right back, yeah, he's really, really solid. He's got a little flair, but let's be honest here, right backs don't need flair. There's a number of positions that we could train him into, but we'll see what happens. That was 20 million from Porto B. Ben Musliu is a Luxembourg player, and he's come in as a 4.5 star. The report said 4. Sorry, the report said 5, but it's still all right if he turns into a 4.5 star player. Mate, quality, absolutely quality. We really want to see some Luxembourg talent coming through, because from my youth academy, youth intake this year, not great. But we want to see some Luxembourg talent come through for the national team and for us. For Titus Pétange, we want to see some representation. Obviously, we got Marquez, who did great, by the way, against, I think, Atletico Madrid. Let's have a go at the schedule. Is it Atletico Madrid at home? Maybe it was Juventus at home. Was it Atletico Madrid away? Yes, okay. Atletico Madrid away. Juric scored from our intake, and Marquez scored twice. That's amazing. All 3 goals came from our intake. We need more of that. And Marquez, bit of representation there for Luxembourg, but has decided to play for Portugal, and he's playing for the first team now. He's actually scored for the first team. So that is definite. It's definitive. He is never going to play for Luxembourg. We need proper, true Luxembourg talents that will play for the national team and will play for Titus. So, yes, it's a lot of money that we forked out to the other teams. But if they start bringing in talents, hopefully like Musliu here, we're going to be way better as a national team. And for me, as a club manager, we're going to find more Luxembourg players. They will eventually develop. Jamal Adam, not really surprised that he's gone down to 4 stars. He was 4.5 stars. I just liked the wheel. I wanted to give him a go. He was relatively cheap, coming out from TP Mazembe. 1.6 million. And the big signing, another one where we had to scout relentlessly because it was just a ridiculous, outrageous sum of money for an 18-year-old. Cyrus Yagane, great on both feet, very strong. He is the dream to have, to be honest. Midfielder, 57 million quid, but he is 5 stars. So he's 5 stars. He's got an all right personality. He is strong on both feet. He's 6'2". This guy could be outrageous. That's why you fork the money out for it. All in all, it's an outlay of 247 million this season, and you compare that to our sales, it's nothing. It's a drop in the ocean. 645 million in sales, ridiculous. I don't expect any sales recently. There was one in January to one of our under 23 players, Michael Fontaine. He's gone to Dortmund for a total of £6.5 million. Everything else was loans. And that's it. I mean, yeah, it's a shame we didn't do anything in Europe, really. We didn't pull up some roots. Very surprising World Ballon d'Or winner, Ongania, wins it. It took him 4 years since the first time that he won it. He's obviously, half of the year was at Barcelona. So him and Paradiso are the only ones that don't really associate with Titus Pétange and the times that they won it. All the way back, this dating all the way back till, since 2039. But since 2039, for at least half of a season, these players, Ballon d'Or winners, have played for Titus Pétange. Madness. Absolutely madness. Ashik has actually just been called up by the Indian manager. It moves us into national team and what's going on with Luxembourg. I mean, you can see that we've got worse. I knew that Sabatic retired from international duty after not going automatically through to the UEFA European Championships. That was gutting. Obviously, it looks like Leo Grande's done the same, that he is retired as well. Leo Grande and Sabatic came through around the same time, so it would make total sense. And this is what we've got now, and it's just not good. We lost to Ukraine in the qualifying of the Euros, so we're not going to be enjoying any European Championships. That means, do we move up the youth rating at all? I personally don't think so. It's at 106 right now. We've not done anything in terms of being a club. We've not done anything in terms of national presence that really justifies improving that. But it must be said, the times that I have played as national team manager, it has shot up so much more than when I was a club manager. Maybe because of the decent results that we're getting. We're in 64th, and I think that is our record at the moment. So yes, we are improving definitely as a national team, but that will dip. I am sure of it. The only thing that I can think of is that now that Leo Grande and Sabatic are out of the question, surely the game then sprinkles a bit of magic dust into the next generation. Maybe we see a couple of really good players coming through. All in all, the finances are not good. I don't really know what's doing with this slump. We're losing a lot more money. I'll take a look at it. But obviously, we really need that new stadium. That new stadium is coming very soon. 25 years and almost up. It's up in 2061, and it's my goal today to get to 2061 and get planning permission for a new stadium, a big ass stadium for this big ass team. But we are losing money at a ludicrous rate, frantic rate. There you go. And we've got to keep an eye on it. I do want to plunge more money into the facilities of the other clubs, because it seems to be working a little bit. And also, not only that, like, if we go to Europe and the coefficients, we're doing really, really well. Like, we got a coefficients next year of 80.493. There it is. So we've nearly matched what the Luxembourg teams did in 2054-55, but we are comfortably, at the moment, in the top 4. Now, this might get worse eventually, because you see 2055, 56, 2056, 57 were our big point scoring years, and they will eventually go off the board, which will mean our coefficients dip significantly. But will it dip enough to drop below 4th place? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. You see Germany really struggling this year, so that helps us. We shall have to see. Let's have a look at the other Luxembourg teams within Europe, because a score of 15 is actually not too bad. I wonder. Profile. Sevilla against Manchester United. Don't think there was any. Oh, Racing FC Luxembourg got into the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Okay, Conference League. Hey, FC Etzella, get in there. Get in there. Beating Real Betis in extra time. And there it is. There's another Luxembourg club winning the worst European competition there is. But, you know, look, it's that investment is making a significant difference. So, even though we're not going to be like a serious selling club, some of these under-23 players, the ones that are not good enough, them 4 stars, 3.5 stars, they're going to have to get out. And they're going to have to get out at the right price. We're going to have to kind of squeeze for as much money as we possibly can. In hopes of, you know, keeping us a little bit more financially secure than what we are, because like our projection is fucking diabolical, by the way. God knows why it's projected that we're gonna like shoot up in May 2063. Why is that a thing? Who knows? Who knows why that's a thing? Maybe it's suggesting a new stadium. I don't have a clue, honestly. That is the weirdest projection. Can anyone tell me why that projection is so mad and baffling? That is ridiculous. Anyway, right, so, yeah, need to keep an eye on the finances, need to make as much money for the club as possible, but also don't tamper with the first team that much, because you've already tampered with it a lot. That's why we're in this situation that we haven't won the Champions League. Sick. I will see you at some point at the first half of next season, probably the 4th game of the Champions League. We've gone past the 2100th game in charge, but I don't know what the record is. Apparently someone said 2200. Ferguson did that at some point. I don't know, mate. I don't know. We'll just come back for when it's kind of important. We might even do it for the UEFA Super Cup. The only problem is that it's just kind of in the middle of the window and you're not really like settled yourself yet. Whatever. Bit annoyed at the fact that we lost to Liverpool, even though we kind of dominated them. It wasn't like the big Titus Pétange domination. It was just a solid performance and it just wasn't rewarded. Like, Liverpool only had 3 shots in that second leg and scored 2 of them. Stupid. We want to win the Champions League next season. Just get the Champions League back to Titus. Obviously, don't make Liverpool win it, because if Liverpool win it, they get their 17th Champions League title, and we'll have to like battle it out again to be the best team in the world, or technically with the amount of trophies. So yeah, that's it. That's everything that I needed to talk about. And hopefully we can sort something good for Titus over the next few months. See you next time.